Hello, it is Saturday, August 3rd, 2019, and this is the upper body workout part 2. By the way, public service announcement. Do not waste your time watching this unless you have a very specific reason to watch this video. All right, thanks. I would hate for you to waste your time. Well, the breakdown of today is going to be the same as last week and the week before and the week before that, and all the way back down to, I guess, September of 2018. But I like giving myself the description, tests my memory, and gets me kind of a little bit psyched for it. So here is the breakdown. First is a warm-up. The warm-up is going to consist of 3 L-shaped chin-ups, 4 glide downs, 7 inverted sit-ups, 13 push-ups, 7 air squats, and 6 bends. That concludes the warm-up. Then there is the actual exercises. The exercises themselves will have a break of breathing exercises in between each set and each exercise. The exercises and sets are as follows. Starting out with incline bench. There will be 3 sets of that, a set of 6, lower the weight, set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Then it is the chest machine, which is simulated flat bench. There's going to be a set of 8, breathing exercise, lower the weight, set of 10. And then there is lat push downs, which is an interesting, bizarre combo exercise. That is set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Then there is hammer curls, set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Lastly, there is bent over flies. This one's a bit different because there's no breathing exercises after the first set, just basic quick breaths. It's a set of 15 and then 4 sets of 5 repetitions each. And that should conclude the workout. Let's see if I can do, a 3-minute description. I wanted it better, but I think I got all the pertinent information there. So everything seems good. And before the warm-up, the pre-warm-up is a little bit of exercise that my dad seems to like. So I'm going to go run through a quick version of those just to remind myself. Don't want to forget about these. Going to do the repetition method. Probably not the best method to learn something, but it has worked. It does work. All right, and then we'll start out left foot this time. Ooh. Soreness from yesterday. Wasn't noticeable till I actually made that movement. Yep. On this side, left side for me, doing that lateral movement. 3 L-shaped chin-ups. 1, 2, 3. 4 glide downs. 1, 2, 3. And here's number 4. All right. Feeling a little warm for that. That's good. stretch. It just feels great. I just don't do but once a day. When I do this, try to do at least 7 of these every day. Operative word is try. Sometimes it's not a priority. That's okay. Little by little, I think I'm getting a tiny bit stronger as time goes on. Hopefully I'm increasing my health span. That's probably the most important thing about this. And figure out a way to enjoy it. All right. 7 inverted or upside down sit-ups. All right. Wee. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. It's a good time for a nice little stretch. A little bit like that. Oh, being gentle with the stretch right there. Nice and slow. Oh, it is good. All right. Ooh, fun stuff. Ooh, definitely fun stuff. All right. Yeah, I already did that stretch in the beginning, but it just feels good. Sometimes you want an extra serving. Well, that is it for here. Feeling the wind. My body asking for air, and I'm giving it to it. Let there be air. All right. Here's a good spot for 13. I guess I could do all that in the other room if I put the chair in the right place and move the... Probably be more efficient, but maybe I just like to break that little bit of a walk. Who knows? 13 push-ups. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 13. All right, air squats. 7 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. For a new thing, I'm just going to stretch this way. Feeling a little tightness in the legs from yesterday. Just kind of split a little bit. Not going down as far as I think I can go. I think I can go further, but this is where I'm feeling the stretch. So I'm just going to sit here like this for a little bit and breathe. All right. Now it's time to actually get on to the workout. Woo. All right. Yeah, I got a feeling that if I move those push-up things to the other room, then I'm not going to be doing push-ups as soon as I wake up, which doesn't always happen. Usually my wake-up habit is go to the side of the bed, do kind of a split thing, sometimes jog in place. Eventually it's going to be maybe a little bit of one cycle of Tabata. But within that, hitting the row machine on the lightest setting or a pretty light setting. And eventually after the row machine, I usually do a few push-ups, waking up. Sometimes it feels good. Every time I feel good enough to do it, it feels good. Sometimes it's just like too lazy and lightheaded when I get up in the morning. But I kind of say this to myself: you have a choice. You have 15 minutes to get up and ready. Let's say I get up kind of the latest setting, maximize my sleep. Got 15 minutes. You could either make your bed and do your normal ablutions, or do some push-ups and do your morning ablutions. And a lot of my ablutions are kind of that either or thing. You know, a longer shower, a shorter shower. The either or is, if it's shorter, I'm gonna go cold, warm, cold. And then if it's longer, I'm just gonna stay cold. So yeah, usually it's a longer one, but sometimes even my longer ones are like 30 seconds. So it's not a wonderful, terrible, interesting thing. All right, I already set up the weight. Got the script that I'm going to stick with. Sticking with the script right here. So here's the happy script. And both sides of this paper, well, this will be Tuesday's workout right here. Hasn't been written yet. This is today's workout. And all this have been the workouts thus far. 1 page per workout. It feels good. I don't know if I'm halfway through this book. It feels like I'm not, although it feels like I am. But I know when you put pen to ink and you move around pages, the pages actually are, believe it or not, a little bit thicker because of the writing and the manipulation of the pages. So anyway, breathing exercise. Man, fun words today. Loquacious. I think loquacious means talking too much. Laconic means not talking very much. I think I'm a bit loquacious today. Loquacious is easy to remember because there are certain liquids out there, loquacious liquid, that get people to talk a little bit more. I do not partake in any of those liquids, but I do not cast aspersions upon those that do, unless they are acting out in a silly way, or not even a silly way, in a harmful to themselves and harmful to others type way. And I think those are easily agreed upon notions. But then again, common sense is not so common. And everybody's version is different enough that there ends up being no universal morality. Wow, this sounds like bitter, but I'm actually in a pretty good mood. I've just been, well, a little lazy with myself today. But other than that, pretty good. Actually, I think I know what it might be. I woke up naturally, but I didn't have the normal 8 or 9 hours that I really wanted. And after a workout from yesterday, I really wanted that 8 or 9 hours. So that's interesting. So maybe that is disappointment and then laziness and then not getting to this fast enough. But some good things were done today. All right. We won't talk about all the fun little projects I've been working on. What we will talk about is what we will not even talk about, just do. Just gonna breathe. Use the finger method. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Set of 6. The weight's already been set up ahead of time. I am hopefully ready to go. We're gonna try this out. Also, reminder to myself, step process. Multiple steps to get into the proper position. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think the breathing helped. I've been trying shorter, quicker breath exercises in between the last couple workouts just to get a speed round in. And, well, we'll see. I might revisit this thought at the end of this workout. Lower the weight. Set of 8 coming up next after breathing exercise. the way, the breathing exercise, I've not been measuring the actual time it takes to breathe in or the time it takes to breathe out. I've been focusing on like number of heartbeats on the holds. So when you're holding, when you're full of breath, so many heartbeats, let's say 3. And then when you're exhaling, after you're done exhaling and you're holding empty, you do a number of heartbeats. A nice number is like 3. If you want to challenge yourself, push that number a little bit further. You don't have to do the same number for holding empty versus holding full. It's just easier to think that way. So I'm doing it kind of the easier method. Focus on putting the tongue to the roof of my mouth, but just gently touching, not pushing it deep into the roof of my mouth. So the breathing exercise is doing some interesting stuff. Feel pretty good. Pretty loose. And like I said before, a set of 8 is coming up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Not bad. That felt all right. Felt pretty good, actually, in some ways. I think I basically went kind of slow. Not too slow, but... And some people say there's no such thing as too slow, but... I want to get that done before the next millennium, so... I'm not going to concentrate on going super slow. I'm just going to concentrate on a movement that doesn't really lend itself to too much momentum. I think I still had a little bit of momentum in there, but not very much. Felt smooth, in other words. All right. Lower the weight. Next set is a set of 10. We do this thing again. Nice breathing exercise. Last 2 felt pretty good. In a day, I'm gonna skip meditating on those days. Probably makes sense to kind of do this fast. I don't even know if it's meditation, breathing exercises. For some people, they're synonymous. I think there's so many different varieties of meditation that saying the word meditation now proposes so many things. So breathing exercises are really breathing exercise. You can play mental games with it if you want. You can try not to think. You can just let the thoughts flow away. And I guess maybe that's meditation. The best definition I ever heard of meditation was every now and then you think something, and then you have another thought. And that space, that split second, that microsecond, that nanosecond between those 2 thoughts, that's meditation. In other words, the practice of meditation is expanding that space between those thoughts. I think that's a really fun way to look at meditation. Breathing exercises, I'm not trying not to think, I'm not trying to think. I'm letting what come and what will, and sometimes I am focusing on things like heartbeat, or sometimes counting if I'm not using a finger method. Fun way to do a breathing exercise is actually while moving. You can breathe in for so many steps, hold for so many steps, breathe out for so many steps, and hold empty for so many steps, and that's kind of fun. So I do that every now and then. Definitely while I'm working, walking from one place to another. It's just a fun way, just, mindful of your surroundings. But there was a point here before I go into the breathing exercise. Maybe there wasn't a point. I guess that's kind of the point. You talk too much, you forget about your main point. Tangential thinking. In certain ways, it's very wonderful. Let's breathe. Set of 10. One, two, three, four, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Gonna set up the weight for the hammer curls, 4th exercise. Gonna do another breathing exercise, and then we'll change scenes. Yeah, that feels amazing. Really getting into feeling my heartbeat, seeing if I could feel not just the heartbeat, but maybe the blood flow through the body, and thinking about it as just exactly what it's doing. It's taking good stuff into the muscles, and it's taking bad stuff away. That lactic acid, all that kind of stuff, it's just getting washed into the thing. The hemoglobin, the oxygen that binds with, I think it's red blood cells, carries that oxygen right into the muscle and all the different areas that need it. Wish I had a more accurate description of what I'm thinking right now, and I'm not even sure if it's very scientific, but just trying to envision that. And it might be psychosomatic, but it gives you this burst that I can feel my joints, specifically here elbow joints, and I know that there's work that's going on there, but soreness, pain, not really. So that's kind of good. Be able to really focus and listen into my body, get more experience listening to it, and really just trying to feel it. Somebody says we got 5 senses or 6 senses if you depend upon how you divide up the word feeling. So you got like what you see, what you hear, what you smell, and that's 3. Well, see, hear, smell. Oh man, taste, and then touch for the 5th. But touching is kind of outside. I touch this thing, I feel that. But sometimes feeling is inside. What's going on with my hand right now? Is there a vibrate? Like there's a vibration in it. Just feel what's going on inside. The position of where my tongue is in my mouth, even if it's not touching anything. So it's not like touch, but it's feeling. So that dividing up the sense of touch from outside to inside, because technically you're not really touching on anything on the inside. Even when your tongue is touching the roof of your mouth, something from the outside can touch the roof of your mouth. But really feeling like the inside of your body. Anyhow, maybe there's something there about that. I don't know. I'm gonna to definitely have some more mental exercise playing around with that. All right. And that's why I like breathing like that. It helps me come up with stuff like this, and that's why I like recording it. Because if it's worthwhile, and it probably isn't, but at least there's a record of it. And I don't have to sit down and write it or type it or, grab my phone real quick. These are just things that come to me. I figure if during the course of so many years videotaping these workouts and these breathing exercises and whatnot, I will have at least one good idea for something. And that's just not me ragging on me. Sometimes one good idea can really change your life, so. All right. Kind of like this angle right here. There's fun here. We're gonna get that in the shot too. So that's pretty good. Get all that taken care of. Okay. It's already been set. I've already done the breathing. There's no choice but to sit down and go. Set of 8. Six, 7, 8. I think I might want to increase some of the weight on this. All right. Breathing exercise, and then we lower the weight to a set of 10. Did I lower the weight? Set of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. to wait for the next exercise, then breathing, then the next exercise. A little bit of sweat, a little toasty in here. Okay. Next exercise, lat pull downs. Set of 8, lower the weight, set of 10. Or lat push downs, sorry. Pull downs would be sitting down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, lower the weight. Breathing exercise, and then set of 10. Very comfy place to sit down and have a breathing exercise. Set of 10. One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, 8, 9, 10. All right. Change of scenery, breath exercise, hammer curls, set of 8 coming up next after a good breathing exercise. But I know it's a little warm in here, so we're gonna do it over here. That felt good. I skipped the breathing exercises, man. It only takes 1 or 2 sessions of skipping breathing exercises, and makes me want to just go a lot further into it. Okay. All right, so let's use this spot right here. That's a good spot. Yeah. Seems good to me. All right. Yeah. Hammer curls. Standing. Now I'm going to sit down and breathe with you for a bit. We'll have these breaths together. Already preset the weight. It's going to be a set of 8. I'm going to try to minimize on momentum. Let's see how this goes. I'm going to put my feet kind of tight together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Felt kind of smooth. Little sharpness in the elbow joints. Nothing new, but it tells me things are going on, but also healing's going on. So that's very important. In a constant state of healing, I am. That's probably a good place to be. All right, breathing exercise. Then we do another set. This will be a set of 10. I should really check my counts on this workout. Note to self, see if more serious, not the right word, but breathing exercise leads to bad counts. Got a little air pressure thing going on. Now my voice sounds really weird. That's okay. Probably a good time to clean out my ears. Well, not a bad thing. Just my voice and my equilibrium might be a little bit different right now. It certainly sounds different in my own head a little bit, but water might cure it. Let's see. Man, my nose is clear. This is probably the clearest my nose gets. which is pretty good. Although I'm still may not have the greatest sense of smell. All right, said 10. Do it again. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, we're on the last exercise. Also, last breathing exercise. We'll do this properly. Gonna change the frame up. Gonna grab some different weights. Check the frame for this. Want to be able to see the floor in front of the chair. That doesn't look too bad. All right. Looks like a good spot. 1 hour. But breathing exercises. So, would you rather join me? I think you would. The you specifically I'm talking to right now would like to join me for breathing exercises instead of soon doing the same workout stuff that you're going to be doing anyway. You're going to be doing all sorts of crazy stuff beyond what I do. So, yeah. The breathing's pretty important. Although, there might be a little bit of variety. There might be more speed days. There might not be. Last exercise. Breathing exercise, just for the beginning of this, and then once we get into it, not really any breathing exercises. You gotta see where that feels good. First set is a set of 15, so here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Those few extra pounds, this is the one set I've actually increased the weight on, make a little bit of difference. Definitely feeling it in a different way. Second set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Third set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Fourth set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One more set left, and we can call workout done for the day. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh yeah, that does feel good. Something I've been experimenting with, just with dumbbells. Kind of sit here like this, get on my tippy toes, then rock backwards, get all of the flat foot on the ground, put those up, brace them against my knees, and then kind of bring it down near my shoulders, but not brace it against anything, and then see if I can get straight up. It's not a bad thing. I guess it's real world use. But just do it very, very kind of point by point. Not like I'm going to be doing any Olympic lifts or anything weird like that, but it's just something. Know that your body can do it if you need to do it. Speaking about doing the things your body might want or might need, we're gonna do a larger set of breathing exercises, somewhere between 30 and 60, maybe 30 and 70. Well, anywhere between 30 and 60 is also 30 and 70, but either way. fun stuff, huh? No, not bad. I mean, that might have sounded sarcastic, but I think it's the real deal. Alright, well, if you came along on the journey, thank you. If you didn't come along for the complete journey, thank you. And if you have no idea that there's a journey going on here, thank you as well. Later, it shall be.